Hey, good morning, good afternoon, happy Friday, everybody checking this out. This is the 39th Gimbalabs weekly update. 3/4 of a year, it looks like we've been doing this. It's just me today for a super quick weekly update. My name is James, just in case we haven't met. And I don't want to go too fast. I know that a few people pop in after this thing propagates. But if you're watching this in a recording, I just wanted to provide a quick thank you to everybody who submitted a Project Catalyst proposal, everybody who voted on Project Catalyst proposals. Hey, funded or not, this is the work that we're in the middle of right now. Gimbalabs is so grateful for those proposals we got funded. Of course, it's mixed feelings because there's a few proposals that we really wanted to see go through that didn't quite work out. But this is the journey we're all on. So I chose this background image. This is our scaffolding image, right? Our two guiding metaphors for what Gimbalabs is are dandelion seeds, scattering knowledge and growth far and wide. And we're not trying to capture all of it, but we want to provide as much support as possible. Hey, and I'm not alone. Piotr's here. Hey, man.
Hey, brother.
Welcome, welcome. Just talking about building, talking about scaffolding, our guiding metaphors. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. It's good to see you. I was just saying a few words to open up about what mixed feelings I have right now. We're so excited about the Catalyst proposals that got funded, and we're so excited that that work is going to drive forward. And I'm also heartbroken for the ones that didn't, and this is the Catalyst process, all of us learning together how we fund the work we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's
Dude,
awesome.
thank you for all the hard work you've been doing. We're going to have a lot more to share about what we're releasing in the next few weeks. This is a super quick one today. And I just want to remind everybody, so Gimbalabs started with Catalyst. So every time a new funding round starts, which we're about a week and a half away from Fund 7, or when funding results come out, like they did yesterday for Fund 6, it's really a special moment, and it takes us back to our roots as a group of people who met first during Fund 2 of Project Catalyst. Our mission, as it has been from day one, is to mobilize people by developing tools and spaces for co-creation that facilitate the adoption of the Cardano protocol, reveal new possibilities, and ignite imaginations. Hey, Steve. Hey, we're also trying this live chat thing today. So guys, feel free to annotate everything we're talking about. Yeah, and Restream has been weird. I'm seeing 0 viewers here right now, but obviously you guys are checking it out. So there might be something I have to look into with our YouTube integration, but I'm glad you guys are here. These guys are funny. This is kind of fun having the chat up here. Our goal, and actually, in all seriousness, in spirit, right, we want to see as many people as possible empowered to solve problems with the Cardano protocol. We know the world's got problems. There's no shortage of them. We believe that some of these tools that are rolling out right now might make a difference on some of those problems. And that's why we're here. Now, people ask sometimes, hey, are you Gimba or Gimbal? What's the difference? And I want to tell everybody, hey, we are Gimbalabs with an L. Gimbalabs, the short way to say it is Gimbal. And there's a reason that we're called Gimbalabs. First of all, the man himself, Girolamo Cardano, invented, or at least mathematically specified, the gimbal a couple centuries ago, back in the 1600s, 1500s. I got to check my notes. Around the turn of the 15th century. No, the 16th century. This is not helpful, what I'm saying right now. But anyway, Cardano, after whom the protocol is named, specified the gimbal. These rings right here that you see on this gyroscope, each of those individual rings is called a gimbal. And that's why we're calling ourselves Gimbalabs. We have deep respect for the rich naming conventions of the Cardano ecosystem. And we wanted to be part of that by calling out this technical thing and also by highlighting the sort of support we hope to provide to as many people as possible. And that's exactly right, Steve. I mean, right, when the goal is to hold ourselves accountable first and foremost to helping other folks get what they need, level up their skills, and start making their dreams a reality. We do find ourselves kind of pivoting in how exactly we achieve that. But as Piotr will be able to share over the next few weeks, there's a lot of real outcomes in development right now, and we are very excited to share those. Is that fair to say?
There is a lot going on, and we will be happy to share everything once it's finished. Give it to all of you to tinker with it, to test it, and maybe give some feedback as well.
Tinker, test, break it, give us feedback, keep building together. And that's why just a super quick update today. Once again, Catalyst is on all of our minds. The joy of being a funded proposal, the heartbreak of having our hands in all sorts of proposals that didn't get funded. We're going to take the success we did have and we're going to turn it into something that makes voters proud. So to all proposers, funded or not, thank you for the limitless energy that you put into building. And to voters, thank you for doing the hard work of considering the different proposals out there and bringing these things to life. Bringing the philosophy. I said this was going to be a short weekly update. And if I try to talk about that question right there, I mean, how long is that going to take? It's really fun having you guys here. So I want to talk briefly about what does our Catalyst funding mean for anybody watching this update right here. What these proposals mean is that we are able to fund directly the work of developers who are learning Plutus and building open source tools through our Plutus project-based learning program. And folks on our team like Piotr. Piotr, would you have called yourself a blockchain developer a year ago?
Definitely not.
And you are writing the book right now, my friend, and you are we have a handful of people who have gone from being developers, right, knowing how to maybe build a web-based app, knowing how Web 2 development works. And it has been one of my great joys of the last year to watch you take on this big task of going from what you knew to being the blockchain dev you are now. Thank you so much for going on this journey with us. I couldn't be more grateful for the example you're setting.
It's been a pleasure, really. Great journey. I enjoy everything I learned. So.
And I mean, so what these proposals are doing is making more space by creating a little bit more funding for us to support our team internally, Piotr, Randall, and the rest of the crew, and also new folks. We want you to come aboard. If you are a developer and you're thinking about dipping your toes in, we want to create opportunities where you can do that, where you can learn as much as possible and really start your blockchain development journey. And so with that in mind, for example, one of the proposals is specifically about our Plutus project-based learning program. We want to pick up where Plutus Pioneers leaves off and support Plutus devs to apply what they understand to full stack Plutus dApp development. There's a public URL here on the screen at GitLab where you can check up on our work. And anybody is welcome to stop by on Wednesdays at 3:30 p.m. UTC and Thursdays at 2 p.m. UTC for our open community meetings around this Plutus PBL work. The Wednesday office hours session is a high-level conversation about some of the implications of building on Plutus. And then the Thursday meeting is a longer one. It's a deep dive where we try to get our hands dirty with some Plutus code and make some dApps work. So both of those are happening. You can find information about those in the Gimbalabs Discord, the link to which is in the show notes for this update on Discord. And we invite you to come in, ask questions, push our thinking, push your own thinking, and learn together. So your next steps, oh, perfect timing, Steve. Yeah, so the first steps for a dev who wants to be involved, that's exactly right, Steve. Like for anybody who wants to start getting a little bit more involved than maybe just checking out some of the video content that we're producing, these are the 4 places to start. So if you're really not sure where to start, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. UTC is our wide open community meeting where we invite different builders from around the community to talk about something they're building and to get feedback from a diverse group of people, not just developers, but entrepreneurs, thinkers, just all of the people who make the Cardano community such a rich space. If you want to build infrastructure, the Dandelion Gardeners meeting is for you. Steve, I'll direct people directly to you. You've set such a good example for asking questions, for pushing your thinking, and I'm learning so much about hardware just by watching the comments that you're adding. Thank you so much, right? All of those Discord conversations are leading us towards the kind of robust written documentation that we're going to need to make our dreams come true for what we hope Dandelion will be. Once again, those Plutus development meetings are on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This is everything right now, but if we add other community meetings, you'll be able to find out about them on the calendar, okay? I know that there's been some interest in having a regular meeting about Cardano DAO formation. So that's something that we're encouraging some people to take the lead on. And if there's other topics that we're missing, we are an open organization. We invite people, you know, if there's a group that you want to get together, but you need a platform to do it, just be in touch and we're happy to help you get started. Hey, thanks for the shout out about Game Changer Wallet. It's so exciting to be working with Adriano to build out those tools. We joked in that video that he made the last few starter kits kind of irrelevant because a couple of deep dives into the Cardano CLI. But obviously, getting everybody to sync up a node and use CLI is not sustainable. We need better tools that make this functionality more accessible for the people with huge imaginations, right? Because what I know is sometimes when I dive deep into the code, I might lose sight of what a small business owner might understand. And all of us, we need to work together, right? We need the people who understand real world problems and their applications. We need the people who can build solutions, and we need places for those people to come together so we can build the best possible outcomes. That's what we're trying to do here. Whatever needs you see that we're not meeting yet, I want to know about it, and I want to help you create space to do that. And Adriano is absolutely doing that. We've got 2 more Game Changer starter kits coming up over the next few weeks, and I'm so excited to dive into the Game Changer Playground. And if anybody hasn't seen it, actually, I should find that link too. Adriano just published an NPM package for Game Changer dApp CLI. So Piotr, let's as soon as we get this first wave of work done, the reward is diving in and playing with some of those tools. I know we've been talking about the Cardano CLI, JavaScript library, but also Adriano's Game Changer tooling is great. And just one more shout out to Dandelion. Game Changer really wouldn't be possible without it. Right? One of the barriers to entry for running Cardano CLI is you have to sync up a local node or at least have access to one. Dandelion provides that service for anybody who doesn't have their own node running locally. That's what our gardeners are building right now, is that distributed network. But that node is running under the hood of Game Changer, and it's what makes it possible for people to use in a light web-based interface all of the functionality that Adriano is building. Hey, there he is. Speaking of, welcome, brother. But that's all I got for today. Yeah, just got a couple of pictures there from the other ones. So yeah, any other questions right now? Hey. Well, you made it awesome, Adriano. Thank you for doing that with me. I'm so excited to dive deeper very, very soon. Piotr, anything else we should share?
Let's see. Just wanted to share that we are working hard on the one-on-one application that we showed a few weeks ago. There is still some work on it, but we are getting closer and closer. So keep an eye on an update on this application, and when it's done, we will share it with everyone. So exciting.
So excited to be able to share that directly with the Catalyst community and really give people a venue to share their broad expertise. And yeah, it's pretty amazing work. It was pretty easy to have the idea for that thing when we've learned so much about how complex the actual implementation is. But I have the utmost confidence that we're doing it right and making sure that we get all the tooling right. So going to be really fired up to have that in people's hands. And what's crazy about it is once it is in people's hands, it's going to look simple, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's so hard to build a simple tool. But that's why we're here. We're, you know, a few years from now, when just people around the world are just using Cardano for everyday functionality, it might even be tough to remember, you know, how much effort went into building all that stuff, because it's going to feel so straightforward and kind of natural. So that's where we're headed. Cheers to everybody who's on this journey. And if you haven't been in touch, make sure to do so. Once again, here's where to start with any of these community meetings. But if those times don't work for you, just track us down on Discord, DM Piotr, DM me, or anybody else on the team, and we can start a conversation. All right. Hey, happy weekend and cheers.
Happy weekend, everyone.